Greetings, Taurus, and welcome to your divinely guided rune reading for the week. Getting your rune for the energetic past here is Hagalas. This is the hail rune. This is like a natural disaster, an unattended eventuality. It's not an if, but a when. Kind of like a car repair, or actually like a hailstorm, something you really cannot prevent, really, even if you tried. And this is something where it's indicative of the clearing of the path. It's kind of like the Tower card in tarot, where there's that destruction that needs to occur in our lives that uproots the what no longer serves our divinely guided paths. It clears it out of the way so we can plant the new crops, so we can build the new things. Okay, now this is a very slippery ego slope for a lot of people, where we look at this as happening to us rather than for us. When you're looking at it as happening for you, you're healing a lot of your ego and your pride, and you're looking for those opportunities. You're recognizing that what you can do, you're being proactive. You're choosing to respond rather than react, right? Healing a lot of divine masculine, balancing divine feminine, right? And this is an irreversible rune. This is something you couldn't provide, prevent. So this is something like that was maybe a shake-up, breakup, maybe some of you maybe got fired, or just really confused, noticing a change of friends. A lot of people are noticing, I've seen in the collective, a big shift in that direction as well, or maybe a shift in perspective that really challenges you. Take what resonates here, leave what doesn't. It could be something as simple as a house or car repair too. It could just be like, you can be like, Eric, why are you reading so much into that first room? Well, we're going to get some clarity here. Because after you have like that natural disaster like the hail, right, that happens for you, you now have more needs, constraints, and limitations. This rune is called Nalthis. You're going down this path, and now this log is blocking your path. So it's up to you to transmute it fully. So you could turn this into Isa. You can just let it block your path, or you could transmute it into really any other rune you want. Most of the runes can be made up of these two lines, or a good number of them. Okay, I'm going to stop rambling. Nalthis is needs, constraints, limitations. You're balancing out your perceived wants, perceived needs versus those actual wants and needs. You're kind of understanding that a little bit more. Maybe this was in a foolhardy investment or something in your past. Or maybe you're learning a hard lesson and you're needing to kind of like, ooh, I didn't like dot that I on that piece of paper, and now it's an invalid document. Now I gotta really quick shift and balance out my needs, constraints, limitations. All right, take what resonates here, Taurus, leave what doesn't. So you're learning how to juggle those things, but you're going to be, it looks like, maybe transmuting that into something like Fehu for your future. So future is in the rune that says cattle, abundance, wealth, prosperity. This is abundance, shifting about what abundance means to you. This could be in a process for you for like an inner standing of your shift on what abundance means to you. Like investing energy, investing time, investing money, whatever. And shifting to make up for whatever loss or just no gain sort of investment here, and securing that for your future. I see you getting more abundance, or a shifted, healthier aspect and relationship with abundance here in the future. So for your influence for the energetic now, yeah, you're very much into building, beginning, and nurturing, especially after this. This is beautiful to see. Berkana's the birch goddess's rune of familial style type of nurturing, of going back to your like mother's love. It's like a mother's love. Like it shifts along with you as you evolve. Your mother's love to you also evolves. right? So this is that kind of like a familial style type of nurturing, starting new things, new projects, new beginnings, birthing new things. Somebody could be have been giving birth. There could be a birth around you right now. All right, so this is indicative of fertile territory here, though, because this is a lot like the Empress energy. This is one of the divine feminine type of energies here in the runes. Um, and just as just as important here that divine feminine and masculine all need to balance, be for balance. That's why I was kind of tripping up. I just wanted to know how to say that, and I was getting my intuitive download there. So Berkana, balance, beginnings. I see you balancing. Maybe you're beginning to shift your mindset, your emotional attachments, like, hey, did I have any invisible strings attached over here, and like coming to an inner standing and shifting that, leading to more abundance. Either way, I see this as being very healthy for you. Greetings, everyone. I'm Eric with Your Essential Practice, and I just want to interrupt really quickly to thank you for all the likes, comments, and subscriptions. And even if this message does not resonate specifically with you, it may resonate for somebody else. So please go ahead and share that with them if you feel so inclined. Thank you so much. Namaste, and let's get right back into your divinely guided rune reading. Your advice for the now here, Taurus, is stick up for yourself. These are kind of Libra energy runes here. This is Tiwaz, the God Tears rune of success. This is the discipline, that showing up for yourself, sticking up for others as well. Get it? That vector of victory. This is your dedication work. This is something that you need to stick to. Whatever you're nurturing, whatever you're balancing here, right? This is like the scales of Libra type of energy, where you're having that innate sense of your inner knowing, right? Of what is fair, what is true, what is just in the world. Now, the warning here is not to make yourself into a martyr. Remember the god Tyr, he sacrificed his whole arm to stave off Ragnarok. Okay, so if you're signing up to be a martyr out of this, then make sure that you know what you're signing yourself up for. All right, if not, just stick to it. Just maybe check with a friend, say, hey, am I getting tunnel vision here? Because it's super easy to make yourself out to be like super only dedicated, and other people will be like, oh, what happened to him? Well, he's just been into this recently, or she's just been into this recently. So yeah, just show up for yourself, show up for others, stick to what you know is true and just and right in the world. You know what's up, especially learning this lesson, having to maybe lick your wounds a little bit, right? But now you're turning this into your work, your dedication. And I see it gaining a lot of momentum here in the future. In your total outcome here is Urus. So these are the two runes out of three, I would say, are very abundance related runes. This is more of an abundance of natural vitality. This is more like maybe 3D realms, or maybe shifting your mindset and your emotional attachment to wealth. But this is more like your natural vitality, your grounding, your momentum, how you're studying yourself as you race down this hill. Like Urus, the ox, that's all like maybe slow to start, but very grounded. The ox, once it gets its instructions, it gets that momentum. You ever see a large beast running down a hill, you will not stop it. And you are Taurus, the bull here. It looks like you are embodying yourself, right? You are embodying your own authenticity, your own energy, by sticking up for yourself, sticking up for what is right when you do this in divinely guided ways. All right, this will lead to greater overall health, well-being. This is a good time to remind you, just be mindful for your beautiful outcome here. If you want those really good energies, you do become the most like the five energies you surround yourself with. That's just quantum mechanics at its best, right? So just be mindful. And it's not just what you eat or drink. This could be just a check-in too with what music are you listening to? What are your social media habits like? What are your people you hang around with? How's that self-talk, right? How do you talk to others, right? How do you think, right? Because those are all very interesting energies that often go overlooked. But I see you showing up for this. You're turning this novice into Tiwaz here, and you're getting that momentum going. It's like a rocket ship taking off here. This is more of that downward hill momentum where it's more like you're coasting, but when a rocket gets less in the atmosphere, the easier it is to get that lift, right? So same thing. Let's get your card of clarity from the messages from the Fairies Oracle deck. The fairies are divinely guided beings who love to assist us as well in our journeys. So fairies and divine, please show us clearly what message of clarity do you have for Taurus today? Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is being yourself. This is embodying yourself. Yeah, your divine, authentic self. Look at that beautiful picture of a unicorn here. This says the situation calls for you to be your authentic self, which is the basis for your own personal power. This could be something in the past where you maybe were giving your power away, your energy away, right? That bad investment. Okay, now you're like I said, you're going to nurture, and to go in that familial style kind of nurturing. You're transmuting and really learning how to be your authentic self, which is to be celebrated, Taurus. So give yourself a pat on the back, but remember, this takes dedication, right? Showing up every day, all right? Be yourself again says the situation calls for you to be your authentic self, which is the basis for your own personal power. Taurus, you're most powerful and effective when you're genuine and authentic with yourself and others. If you pretend to feel, act, or be something other than yourself, you'll lose awareness of your feelings, which are a source of important guidance. The answer to your question you're asking is be yourself. Behave, speak, even dress as you normally would, and don't worry about what others think. By being your true self, you give others the opportunity to love the real you. Additional meanings for this card, Taurus, are that you should trust your feelings. Another one is a relationship improves when you let down your guard. Another one could be, instead of copying others, follow your own internal guidance. And another is, know that you are lovable because you are. And Taurus, another last few are to emphasize your personal style at work as a key to business success, or trust and follow through on your ideas, or fully express yourself through an artistic or creative endeavor. Yeah, when we get creative, we start to really shine and process and nurture ourselves, right? Namaste. Have a blessed and abundant week, Taurus.